The Local Democracy Agency in Osijek is a non-governmental, non-profit association founded in 1993 as a support program of Congress of Local and Regional Authorities of the Council of Europe. Its goal is to build social capital and re-establishing confidence in Eastern Croatia, networking local participants with European ones, stimulating new creative initiatives which contribute to sustainable development, and inclusion of tradition and heritage in new developing trends on the territory of Eastern Croatia. The enterprising project, which with the help of Local Democracy Agency in Osijek has been granted a microcredit in the amount of 27,500 euros, is Jelengrad restaurant in Petrievci, near Osijek. The owners of the restaurant, Ivan and Vlasta Čičak, have been in the catering industry for more than 35 years. They are the owners of shops and a bakery in Valpovo, but when they decided to open a restaurant, they bought an existing old inn Jelengrad. In order to enclose their financial construction of an enterprising project, they used an ALDA microcredit which they got with the help of a consultant in the Local Democracy Agency in Osijek. The entire Čičak family works in the restaurant, as do additional 14 employees in the kitchen, bakery, chambers, cafe bar and a restaurant Jelengrad. ALDA microcredit has helped in buying off the building and resolving restaurant owner issues and opened up possibilities of development in the areas of rural tourism and catering industry. LDA Vertenello. On May 5, 1996, partners from Italy, Switzerland, France, District of Vertenello and the County of Istria, with the support of Congress of Local and Regional Authorities of the Council of Europe, have signed a treaty of forming of the Local Democracy Agency in Vertenello and Istria. In that fashion, they supported strengthening of local democracy and the development of civil society on the territory of the County of Istria. Over the years, the LDA program of Vertenello has expanded, and now it encompasses the local economic development, which is also supported by the microcredits project. Local Democracy Agency in Vertenello has helped in gaining 17 microcredits to entrepreneurs in Istria, in Croatia, with total value of 750,000 euros. The successful story of the Local Democracy Agency in Vertenello is founded on successful networking of several municipalities and cities in Istria in promoting and participating in the project of microcrediting. The mediator role of the agency in Vertenello was vital during the negotiations with mayors and has provided bilateral discussions between local governments and entrepreneurs. The aim was to transfer the advantages of microcredits on the local community and in that way give a strong developmental impulse in the time of a global economic crisis. The Local Democracy Agency in Vertenello has negotiated with several towns in Istria which have consented to fund a part of credit interests and on several occasions organized public presentations in which the possibilities of microcrediting have been presented to more than 200 entrepreneurs. The media campaign, which was led during 2009, helped in promoting the project, which resulted in releasing of more than 700,000 euros in credit funds just in the region of Istria, and mostly for rural tourism projects, which include the production of olive oil, farms, trades, and the production of wine. During 2009, similar media campaigns were also held in other LDAs in Serbia, Croatia, and Bosnia and Herzegovina. One of the users of ALDA microcredits in Istria is the ATC company from Umag, whose owner is Moreno Koronika, one of young Istrian winemakers who entered the wine industry following his father's and grandfather's footsteps. Their large new cellar with a state-of-the-art technology at first sight doesn't have a lot to do with tradition, but the persistence and passion towards native sorts have paid off and enabled them to become one of the biggest producers of wine in Istria. In order to invest in new vineyards and to expand the production of wine, Moreno Koronika contacted the Local Democracy Agency in Vertenello, where they helped him build up a business plan and a loan acquisition, after which the credit funds have been approved in the amount of 30,000 euros for building a new tasting hall. Moreno Koronika is fixated on local Istrian wine sorts, Malvasia and Teran, and their cultivating and processing will continue to develop, partially thanks to ALDA microcredit. The local democracy agency in Vertenello has helped yet another local winemaker to get a microcredit in order to expand and advance the production and processing of grapes to wine. Family-owned vineyards and a cellar of Marian Arman are located in West Istrian wine-growing hills in the vicinity of Poreč. The passion towards wine has been implemented in the family consciousness of the Armans in the late 1880s by their great-grandfather by planting the first vineyard. The grape wine has always been a foundation for the existence of this family and in time developed in a reason to live. Marian Arman says that his family doesn't produce, but lives wine. During the mid-90s, they were the first ones to modernize their cellar and to venture in modern quality production of wine. In order to persist on this path, an ALDA credit which they got with the help of local democracy agency in Vertenello helped them out. The total amount of the credit was 83,000 euros, out of which 65,000 euros were covered by the ALDA credit, which was used to expand their cellar and to adjust their production with EU standards, like the mechanical processing of production waste. Thanks to this stimulus, the continuation of knowledge and love from generation to generation towards Istrian soil, grape wine and wine will be continued.